Maybe Mario isn't running to save Princess Peach. Maybe he's running because he doesn't know how to stop. For decades, we've watched the same story unfold. A man in red overalls leaping across impossible worlds, breaking blocks with his fists, collecting coins that mean nothing, chasing a princess who's always somewhere else. Every time he reaches her, the story resets. The same castle, the same mission, the same words. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. We laugh, we play, we press start again. But what if? This isn't just a game. What if it's a mirror? Because if you look closely, Mario's journey isn't about love, it's about obsession. About a man addicted to purpose, about someone who doesn't know who he is without something to chase. If that twist already has you thinking, hit that like button because this story goes way deeper than you think. From the outside, he looks like a hero, a rescuer, a savior. But behind that cheerful, "it's a me," and the constant running lies something darker, a need to be needed. Every time Peach is taken, Mario comes alive. It's the only moment he feels important. And when he finally saves her, there's a pause, a hollow silence, and then she's gone again. The cycle resets. It's almost as if he needs her to keep disappearing so he can keep finding her. Because if he isn't saving her, what is he doing? Who is he without that quest? Without the running, the jumping, the fighting? The truth no one talks about is that Mario might not be saving Peach, he might be saving himself. From emptiness, from irrelevance, from the terrifying thought that maybe there's nothing left after the mission ends. Mario's world is bright and colorful, but behind the pixelated sky lies a quiet loneliness. He never rests. He never questions the pattern. The same villains return, the same goal repeats, the same ending fades to black. We see it as fun, but what if it's a metaphor for us? Because don't we do the same thing? Wake up, chase something that promises happiness, achieve it, and still feel the same emptiness after? Then we find another goal, another castle, another reason to keep running. Ever felt like you're stuck chasing something just because it gives you meaning? Yeah, that's Mario, and maybe us too. Subscribe if you've ever been caught in that loop. Mario's castle is just our career ladder. His coins are our paychecks. His endless worlds are our days, looping endlessly disguised as progress. Every jump, every battle, every mission complete is a temporary distraction from the truth. The game never really ends. Maybe that's why the story never changes, because he doesn't want it to. The chase gives him identity. The rescue gives him worth. Without it, he's just a man standing still in an empty world, wondering who he is when no one needs saving. It's easy to laugh at his simplicity, but how different are we? We chase validation, achievement, love, always one step away from peace, always believing the next victory will finally fix the void inside. But when the flag rises and the fireworks explode, the silence returns. The loneliness doesn't leave. The level restarts. Think about it, the villains don't evolve either. Bowser isn't just a monster. He's the embodiment of Mario's cycle, the dragon that keeps him running, the illusion that purpose still exists as long as there's something to fight. Without Bowser, there's no story. Without the struggle, there's no hero. In that sense, Bowser isn't his enemy, he's his reason. And Peach? She's not a person anymore, she's a symbol of something forever out of reach. Mario doesn't love her, he needs her. She represents the idea of completion, the happily ever after he keeps trying to find. But every time he reaches her, the game tells him he's wrong. The real goal was never the castle, it was the chase itself. And that's the tragedy. He doesn't know how to live without the loop. He's trapped in it, smiling, running, pretending it's all fun. But deep down, every player knows he'll never stop, because the moment he stops, the game ends. Mario isn't addicted to saving Peach, he's addicted to feeling useful. The way he jumps through danger isn't courage, it's compulsion. The way he never rests isn't strength, it's fear, because resting means facing himself. He doesn't sleep, he doesn't age, he doesn't question why it all repeats. He just moves forward, always forward, into the next illusion of purpose, the next level, the next rescue. It's the same loop so many of us live in. We keep ourselves busy so we never have to be alone with our thoughts. We fill our time so we never have to face the silence. We chase goals not because we want them, but because we're scared of who we'll be without them. This part hits hard, right? If you've ever felt that silent burnout behind the smile, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. And then there's Luigi, the quiet shadow in green, always the second player, always waiting for his turn. He represents the part of us that watches others live the adventure while we stay behind, wondering if our story will ever start. But maybe Luigi is lucky, because he gets to rest. He's not caught in the loop. He's not trapped in the illusion of constant purpose. Sometimes, not being the hero is freedom. It's strange, the more we think about Mario's world, the less it feels like fantasy. The bright colors start to fade, revealing something haunting underneath. A world that never ends. A character who never changes. A smile that never fades, even when it should. Because what happens to a hero when there's no one left to save? What happens when the game is over and all that's left is silence? Most of us are terrified to find out, so we press start again. Maybe that's the secret Nintendo never told us. Mario's story was never about rescue, it was about repetition, about the beautiful, exhausting, heartbreaking human need to matter. To keep playing, to keep doing, to keep believing that the next goal will finally be the one that makes it all make sense. We see Mario smiling as he runs, but maybe that smile hides the same thing we all hide: fear. Fear of slowing down, fear of losing meaning, fear of realizing the castle was never real, and the chase was the only thing keeping us alive. We love Mario because he's us, wrapped in red, endlessly hopeful, endlessly lost. We laugh at his adventures, but secretly we envy his certainty. He never asks what comes next. He never questions if it's worth it. He just goes. And maybe that's what makes his story both comforting and tragic, because we know the ending, it's the same as the beginning. He runs, he fights, he wins, he loses, the music plays, the screen fades, the next world loads, nothing changes. And maybe that's the scariest truth of all. If you've ever felt stuck in your own loop, you understand him. If you've ever achieved something and still felt hollow, you've lived his story. Mario isn't chasing Peach, he's chasing meaning. And deep down, so are we. We run toward jobs, relationships, dreams, believing they'll complete us, but once we reach them, the same voice echoes in our mind. Thank you, but your peace is in another castle. So maybe Mario's not a hero, maybe he's a lesson. A reminder that purpose without peace is just another kind of trap. That being needed feels good, but being free feels better. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do isn't to keep running, but to finally stop. Because when the noise fades, when the castles disappear, and the loop finally breaks, that's when you get to see who you really are. We've spent decades cheering for him, but maybe it's time to feel for him instead. The endless running, the endless saving, the endless next level, it's all a reflection of our own desperate need to stay in motion, to keep pressing buttons just to avoid the stillness. But here's the truth, the game was never about winning. It was about waking up, because one day we all realize we've been Mario all along. Running in circles, mistaking movement for meaning, mistaking missions for love, mistaking survival for life. And when that realization hits, everything changes. You stop running, you breathe, you look around, and for the first time, you're not in another castle. You're here, now. And maybe, just maybe, that's the first level worth finishing. If that hit you, take a second, breathe, and hit subscribe. We drop new stories every Friday, each one made with heart, nostalgia, and truth. Your support means more than you think.